Alright, everybody, welcome to class. This is the Math Witch. Thank you for coming to class. This is your third session, and today we're going to be talking about adding and subtracting fractions. When adding and subtracting fractions, you need to always remember that the denominators have to be exactly the same. In this case, they are the same. We have no worries. This simply becomes 4 minus 1 divided by 5, and we have a final answer of 3/5. For a problem like 6/7 minus 1/7, same rules, the denominators are the same. This becomes 6 minus 1 over 7, resulting in 5/7. For 4/5 plus 1/5, same rules. We get 4 plus 1 divided by 5, which becomes 5 over 5, and of course whenever we have anything over that same anything, our answer is 1. Now we're going to take a look at 6/7 plus 1/7, which also results in a 1. And if you kind of think about it, think if you have 6 out of 7 things, and then you have 1 out of 7, you had 6 out of 7, you just need that 1 out of 7 more to get the whole, and that's what happens here. 6 out of 7, you get that 1 more, and we end up with the whole. For 17 divided by 21 minus 10 divided by 21, we get the 17 minus 10 on top. And we result with the 7 divided by 21, but we're not quite done. Here, we need to recognize that 21 is not just 21. It's also 3 times 7. And here, our 7s are going to cancel. Don't forget to leave your 1 on top. The 7s cancel out, and we end up with a 1 on top. And our final answer is 1/3. For 18/35 minus 11/35, same thing here. We end up with 7 divided by 35. And here again, notice, and you're going to have to do this a lot, notice the 35 is not just 35. It's like 5 times 7, and our 7s are going to cancel, leaving us a 1 on top, resulting in 1/5. Even dealing with bigger denominators, just follow the same rules. Our denominators here are the same. Now notice that it's easy for me to recognize 27 is 3 times 3 times 3, but that 105, I have to do a little thinking. Now I know it's going to be 5 times something. And honestly, I grabbed my calculator and I kind of checked because I know 5 times 20 is 100. So 5 times 21 should be 105, and I checked my calculator and it's right. So 5 times 21 is 105, and I'm not quite done. The 21 becomes a 3 times a 7, and now I can cancel a couple of 3's here. Now I have primes on both the top and bottom, so I'm just going to multiply everything out and see what I get. I end up with 9/35, and that's my final answer. Another exercise, pretty much the same deal here. I get a 48 over 132. Now notice that the top and bottom are both even numbers. Whenever I see that, the first thing I do is I just start cutting both numbers in half. In other words, this is going to be something times 2, and this is going to be something times 2. And yeah, I had to get out my calculator and do a little tricky work, but I figured out 2 times 66 is 132, 2 times 24 was 48. That one I kind of could do in my head. So those cancel out, but I'm still not quite done. I still have even numbers here. Come to find out, hey, I have 2 times 12 on top, 2 times 33 on the bottom, and I'm still not done. The 12 becomes 3 times 4. The 33 becomes 3 times 11. Again, your math skills here, your arithmetic skills are very important here. If you do not have good arithmetic skills, you may get stuck somewhere in this area, but with good arithmetic skills, you should conclude that 4/11 is your answer.